What if I told you that poverty has very little to do with money? Not your paycheck, not your job title, not even the numbers in your bank account. Poverty begins in the mind. You see, before your wallet runs dry, your thinking already did. That's the part no one tells you. We've been conditioned to believe being broke is only about numbers. But truthfully, long before your finances collapse, your mentality already gave up. And that's what we're uncovering today. Not just how money works, but how your mindset shapes your financial destiny. Stick around till the end, because once you see poverty for what it really is, you'll never look at money or yourself the same way again. Part 1. The hidden roots of poverty. Let's start here. Poverty is not a lack of resources. It's a lack of resourcefulness. Think about it. You can take two people with the exact same paycheck. One of them decides to put aside a little every month, learns how to invest, and looks for opportunities to grow that money. The other spends every single cent, borrows more than they can afford, and constantly says, "I'll never get ahead." Now, what's the real difference here? It's not their bank balance. Both earn the same. The difference is in how they think. One sees money as a tool to multiply. The other sees it as something to burn through. That's exactly why so many lottery winners go broke within just a few years. They didn't suddenly lose their money because of bad luck. It slipped right through their fingers because they never had the mindset to manage it. See, without the right thinking, money disappears as quickly as it arrives. Here's a picture to hold in your mind. Imagine your mind is the soil and money is the seed. If your soil is dry, rocky, and neglected, no seed, no matter how big, will ever grow. But if your soil is rich, healthy, and prepared, even the smallest seed can turn into a forest. That's what a wealth mindset does. It creates the right environment for any amount of money, big or small, to take root and multiply. Part 2, 5 mindset traps that keep people broke. Now, let's break down the biggest mental traps that quietly keep people stuck in poverty. 1. Scarcity thinking. This is a belief that money is limited, that there's never enough, and that if you spend or invest, it will somehow vanish forever. People with scarcity thinking cling tightly to every shilling or dollar they have. For example, they avoid investing because they're afraid of losing, even though standing still guarantees they'll lose far more in the long run through inflation and missed opportunities. The truth? Money is abundant. It flows, it moves, and it multiplies for those who know how to use it. 2. The blame game. It's the government. It's the economy. It's my employer. Sound familiar? Blame is easy because it shifts responsibility away from us. But here's the reality. Millionaires are created in every country, in every economy, even during downturns. Some of the greatest fortunes were built in recessions. The difference is ownership, taking full responsibility for your financial life. The moment you stop waiting for the system to change and start asking, "What can I do differently?" that's the moment you take your power back. 3. Short-term gratification. This one is deadly because it hides in plain sight. It's trading the future for the now. Buying the latest phone while your emergency fund is empty, dining out every night while your rent is overdue, or upgrading your lifestyle before your income justifies it. Poverty isn't always caused by low income. Often, it's caused by misplaced priorities. Wealth is built by those who can delay gratification, choosing long-term security over temporary pleasure. 4. Fear of growth. How many times have you heard, or maybe said, "I don't know how," and then stop there? That single sentence is the wall that keeps so many people trapped. Wealthy people, on the other hand, replace it with a better question. How can I learn? That one shift turns obstacles into opportunities. With free resources, mentor, and online tools everywhere, ignorance is no longer an excuse. It's a choice. 5. Comfort zone addiction. This one is sneaky because comfort feels safe. You stay in the same job even though it's draining you. You stay in the same city, the same circle, the same routine, because it's familiar. But here's the truth. Nothing grows in comfort. Every leap in wealth requires stepping into uncertainty. The people who break free from poverty are those who embrace discomfort as a sign they're moving forward, not backward. Part 3, 5 mindset shifts that attract wealth. Now, here's where transformation begins. If poverty starts in the mind, then so does wealth. Changing your thoughts changes your trajectory. Let's break it down into 5 wealth-building mindsets. 1. Abundance thinking. Wealthy people see opportunities everywhere. They don't see the world as a fixed pie where one person's gain means another's loss. Instead, they see money as something that flows. It moves toward those who create value and believe they deserve it. Example: instead of saying, "There are no jobs," someone with an abundance mindset asks, "How can I create value that people will pay for?" That's how businesses are born, side hustles are started, and careers are transformed. 2. Ownership mentality. This is where the game truly changes. Stop waiting for someone else to fix your life, whether it's the government, your employer, or luck. Even if the circumstances weren't your fault, your financial future is still your responsibility. Wealthy people don't waste time blaming. They ask, "What can I do right now with what I have?" Ownership turns you from a victim of your environment into the architect of your future. 3. Delayed gratification. Wealthy people know the power of patience. They understand that saying no to some pleasures today creates the ability to say yes to bigger, better things tomorrow. Think of it like planting a tree. You don't eat the fruit the same day you plant it. The wealthy are tree planters. They build investments, businesses, and habits that grow over decades, while others chase instant thrills that disappear overnight. 4. Growth over comfort. Comfort feels safe, but it also keeps you stuck. Wealthy people deliberately lean into discomfort because they know that's where growth lives. Taking the course you feel unqualified for, starting the side hustle even if it might fail, moving to a new city with better opportunities. All of these come with risk. But risk is often the key that unlocks your next level. Nothing great happens inside the comfort zone. 5. Investing in knowledge. Here's the secret most people overlook. Your mind produces your wealth. The better you feed it, the richer your output becomes. That means reading books, learning from mentors, joining networks, and investing in courses. Notice how the wealthiest people in the world, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Oprah, are obsessive learners. They know that money doesn't just follow effort. It follows knowledge applied with consistency. Part 4. Real-life stories and proof. Example 1. Oprah Winfrey. Oprah was born into poverty in rural Mississippi, raised by a single mother, and faced abuse and discrimination early in life. By every external measure, she was set up to stay poor. But her mindset was radically different. She devoured books, believed she was meant for more, and invested in her growth. That mindset of abundance and learning turned her into one of the wealthiest and most influential women alive. Same world, same struggles as millions of others, but her thinking set her apart. Example 2. The local shopkeeper. Picture 2 people who both start small kiosks in the same neighborhood. One sees it as a stepping stone. He reinvests his profits, treats customers like gold, studies better business practices, and adapts when times get tough. Over time, his kiosk grows into a mini supermarket. The other spends every shilling he makes, never improves, and blames the economy for his stagnation. 10 years later, one is thriving while the other is still stuck. The difference isn't luck, it's mindset. Example 3. YouTube creators and entrepreneurs. Many creators you see on YouTube, entrepreneurs you admire, or investors you read about didn't start rich. Some began with a phone camera, a small blog, or a few dollars to invest. What they did have was the mindset of consistency and growth. They showed up, learned new skills, and pushed through even when nobody was watching. The wealth came much later, but the mindset shift came first. That's why they succeeded where thousands of others quit. Example 4. Elon Musk. When Elon sold his first software company, instead of coasting, he reinvested nearly everything into PayPal, then SpaceX, then Tesla. At one point, he had to borrow rent money just to survive. What kept him going wasn't comfort. It was a mindset that prioritized growth, innovation, and long-term vision over short-term ease. That's the same principle available to all of us, just on a different scale. Part 5. How to reprogram your thinking. 1. Change your input. Your mind is like soil. Whatever you plant grows. If all you feed it is gossip, negativity, and endless entertainment, don't be surprised if you harvest confusion and stagnation. But if you start reading wealth-building books, listening to podcasts, and watching content that challenges you, you begin reprogramming your brain for success. What you consume daily silently shapes who you become. 2. Surround yourself with growth-minded people. Look at your circle. Are they constantly complaining, blaming, and settling? Or are they building, learning, and pushing forward? Your environment sets your ceiling. When you spend time with people chasing growth, you naturally feel uncomfortable staying small. Energy is contagious. Make sure you're catching the right one. 3. Write down a wealth vision. Your brain needs a destination. Don't just say, I want to be rich. Be specific. What does financial freedom mean to you? Maybe it's owning a debt-free home, having passive income cover your bills, or being able to retire your parents. When you write it down, it stops being a vague wish and starts becoming a target your actions can align with. 4. Daily affirmations and habits. Wealth starts with what you repeatedly say and do. Tell yourself, money flows to me because I create value, and then back it up with small, consistent actions, saving a portion of your income, investing even small amounts, and continuously learning. Habits are powerful because they rewire your brain. Each small step trains you to think and act like a wealth builder. 5. Start before you're ready. Here's the truth. The perfect moment never comes. Waiting only feeds fear. Wealth is built by those who take imperfect action, starting the business with what they know, making their first tiny investment, trying the side hustle. Confidence comes after action, not before. Don't wait, just begin. So let's circle back. Poverty isn't about money. It's about mindset. Your finances collapse only after your thinking does. If you fix your mindset, your money follows. Here's the challenge. Look at your life right now and ask yourself, what mindset am I holding on to that's keeping me broke? Then start replacing it with one that attracts growth and opportunity. Because in the end, the wealthiest people in the world weren't born with billions. They were born with belief, discipline, and vision. The same tools are available to you right now. If this opened your eyes, hit that like button and share this with someone who needs to hear it. And if you're serious about shifting from a poverty mindset to a wealth mindset, subscribe, because this is just the beginning. Remember this, money doesn't create wealth. Mindset does.